Welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to episode 21 of our Infitech 2 modded Minecraft Let's Play series. If you recall, last episode we got our arcane infusion set up and got ourselves quite a bit of new gear. We got the boots of the traveler, we got this nice set of robes that gives us a decent amount of reduction as far as cost goes when crafting things, and you know, we just did a bit of Thaumcraft. Now, if you recall, originally I was planning on doing today's episode based on, you know, getting our new wand. However, it was brought to my attention, I don't know if I missed it or just, I think I was thinking that I just needed a silverwood wand, but it's actually titanium that we need, and we're not ready to make titanium yet. So, we're not going to be making the new Thaumcraft wand this episode. But if you notice, I did start building out here, you know, the house connecting onto this. Still got a lot of work. It's really just a shell right now and cobblestone steps. But I did start working on this. I actually found this, it's like cracked sand. I found a wasteland biome when I was out exploring, kind of checking out caves. That's generally what I do when I'm looking for ore, is, you know, go find little cave systems and stuff while I explore the world, because I was actually looking for red sand, which comes from a mesa biome. Not this type of mesa, but you know, the vanilla style mesa. But I didn't end up coming across any, so but I did find that cracked sand. I'm using that for right now over there. So I also made a few more recipe chips. Let's see, the electric motor, the electronic circuit. In here I've got NAND chips and the electric pump. Pretty much to just speed up, you know, crafting these different machine parts and stuff. At least the ones that we needed for this episode. So, and then I also found X.A.T. I found a pretty good sized tin area in a cave. Like right as you enter the cave, there was just a ton of tin, X.A.T. There was also, let's see, this phosphorus. There was apatite. So I found some decent ores and stuff. Did a bit of mining and whatnot. And then you'll also notice that I did get the machines moved around. I went ahead and just set up gas turbines for each line of these. So you know, I know we could have done like the 2 times cables, 3 times cables, stuff like that to get more power output, but instead of like wasting the extra EQ, I just went ahead and set up 4 of these, because really it's not like, you know, it's not like they're constantly drawing power, and you know, we're actually generating a lot of biogas. The last time I was down there, we were over 200,000 millibuckets, and that was after setting up these additional gas turbines. So we have a lot of biogas right now. And we're coming out positive on cactus as well at this point, because we have 64 of the biochaff built up in the yeah, in that thing. I can't think of the machine off the top of my head. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive into what we're going to be doing this episode. So we're going to be getting back into tech and working our way through some of this. The first thing that I want to do is I kind of want to go for this coke oven. Just so we've got it, and you know, it's not something that's going to take power or anything, and might as well grab it since we've pretty well got everything ready. So we're going to want to make this concrete, which we're just going to have to mix stone dust, clay, and water in a mixer. So I got somewhere here. I went and got a bit of clay, and we're actually probably going to need all of this by the time it's all said and done. And then I also got a bit more stone dust, just pulver or macerating stone, to get that, because we don't, you know, we don't generally process these ores. I mean, I've had these ores forever. I don't even, when I see those small veins, unless it's something that I really need, like sulfur or something, I don't even mine those half the time, because it's just a pain. I don't feel like messing with them right now. Because, like, to get maximum efficiency, we're going to have to smelt these crushed ones, and then they come out as nuggets, and I don't know. I could probably just set up an item conduit and pull them out, but I might do that later. I just haven't got around to it. So, let's see. To get this concrete in the mixer... Yeah, we're going to get this wet concrete. It's 3 stone dust and a piece of clay for each one. So, we'll go ahead and throw in, say, 12 of it for now and see where that gets us. And go. Go. Okay. Let's see. How do we get... Let me find this right here. No? Okay. Well, let's see. Just water, stone dust. Oh, clay dust. Okay, that was the problem. So to get the clay dust, let's see. I totally missed that. I just thought it was just normal clay. Okay. Can we just macerate balls of clay? No. Okay, well, we'll just macerate some of this then. That's fine. We'll go ahead and just start with like 5 for now and see where that gets us. Because I don't want to use up all the clay because I know we're going to need it for the coke oven. So, throw it in there. Oh, wow, that's actually really, really quick. Alright. And we'll get this going in the mixer now. And then to actually get the concrete that we want, let's see. We're going to need this light concrete. Fluid solidifier with a block mold is what we're going to need. And it's going to take 144 millibuckets. And this quest wants us to get 16 of them. So... yeah, we'll see where we get with this. Let's see, what was the recipe? Empty shape plate and a hammer. So 4 steel, hammer and a file. Okay. And, okay. I've got everything on me. Oops. Alright. Hammer and a file. We'll get us that. And then what was it? It was down here? Yeah, okay. And that'll get us that. Let's put that in there. And we should be able to set this to fluid auto output, maybe. And... oh, where's my wrench at? What do I do with my wrench? Maybe it's in here. Yeah, okay. We'll turn that to the side, and there we go. Now we're getting the light concrete, and we'll see where this gets us. I know it's going to get us really... okay, that's enough. So, that should... oh, we're going to have to smelt it now. Okay. And then that'll finish out that quest. Or at least that part of the quest. I don't know if... oh, wait. I don't know why I grabbed that, because I'm not going to be able to cook it just yet. Okay. So we'll let that run for just a minute. And while that's running, let's go ahead and make a new machine, I believe. So... I was looking at like the cadmium batteries because I know we need to get some, you know, better batteries than just these redstone ones. The cadmium, I can't find sphalerite or anything to get rare earth just yet. Like the monazite. And then the lithium, I haven't been able to find lepidolite. Or anything, or even lithium for that matter. So we're going to go ahead and make the electrolyzer. So it's going to be a couple gold wires, electronic circuits, not too bad. So let's actually get some of this gold And run it through there. And we'll get one of these. That. And some electronic circuits. Alright. There's our gold wire. Now we should, I think, have everything for this. No, electrolyzer. There we go. Alright. So that gets us that. And the way this works, it says it breaks down complex molecules. So to get sodium, let's see, put salt dust in the electrolyzer. As a byproduct, you get chlorine, which has minimal use, typically removing dyes, colored wools in a chemical bath. Okay. So, can we use the salt that we just craft for like Pam's Harvest Craft, or let's see, let's find the electrolyzer lazurite dust. Let's see, zeolite, sodalite. Oh, we can actually get it from clay. We can get lithium, aluminum, and silicon as well. Borax, trona, salt. Okay. So is this the kind that's crafted? We need rock salt, centrifuge salt. But I don't see like the Pam's Harvest Craft salt. Let's see, I know I've got some in here. I bet we can't use this. No. Okay. Well, seeing as how I don't have any salt, yeah, I don't really have salt. We can get these compressed salt, centrifuge salt. Yeah, it's rock salt that we need. I've never found that. Let me see. Yeah, it's a rock salt ore. Okay. Oh, I don't know about that. Now, it did say that we could get it from sodalite, which I do have. Well, I only have 2, and that's probably not terribly common. Let's see. How much would we need? Not the centrifuge. Glauconite? No. Zeolite. Yeah, we'd need 11 sodalite just to get 4 of the sodium. So, I'm going to have to see if I can find some of that. We could always do the clay dust, which produces some water. Plus we get aluminum, lithium, and silicon, which we can do these lithium batteries as well with lithium. So let's actually put the coke oven, I guess, on the back burner for right now. And let's get a bit of clay dust here, because clay is not too hard to find. I imagine rock salt's probably not too bad if you know where to look, but I've never came across it. So, but we should have finished. No. Concrete bricks, cracked up. Can we do this maybe? No. Smooth dark concrete. Light concrete. Oh, manual. Oh, okay. I had to submit it. My bad. So we'll grab the material bag. So we made all that concrete. We don't even get to keep it. And we got copper, steel, and nickel. That's actually not bad at all. I like those material bags because we do tend to get the pretty good stuff out of that from time to time. So we'll throw this clay dust in the electrolyzer, right? Do we need anything else with it? No? Oh, yeah, we're not going to be able to do that because it actually requires really high power usage. So scratch that. I didn't notice that. So I imagine our electrolyzer's probably not powerful enough yet. Which kind of makes sense. I think it would be pretty easy to get lithium and stuff that way if we could do that. But okay. And let's see. We unlocked a new quest here, moving items, to make brass item pipes, the ball mold, to get item conduits. We've already done all that. So we'll grab our material bag. Oh wow, that's a lot of iron. And we got tin as well. Which, if we run back here, you'll notice, like I found that tin and cassahedrite. So we've got tin, quite a bit of tin to process through. So, which I've got a bunch of, most of the materials at this point. So, we're not hurting for any of that stuff. By the way, our steam machines I just stuck up here just in case we need them or something. I might actually start running ores and stuff through that because we do have a lot of ores. So take cover wants us to make a fluid detector and machine controller. Then they want us to make these wet coke oven bricks, which are clay dust and sand. And how much... Oh, that's for each one. It takes 4 clay dust and 5 sand. Wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting it to be that expensive. So we're actually not going to have enough clay for this, I don't think. So we're not going to be doing the coke oven. Which is fine. I mean, honestly, if you look in here, I've actually got a decent amount of coal coke just from finding it in chests, like in villages and stuff. So it's not too big of an issue right now. So let's see. Let's go ahead and jump on... I don't want the scanner right now. Chemical reactor. Let's go ahead and get this recycler. Or no, not the recycler. The disassembler is the one I wanted. Which is... Yeah, they're right here. The disassembler and the arc furnace. So basically we can break things down that we don't need anymore. Like if you recall, last episode I accidentally made, or the episode before last, I accidentally made this fluid extractor. Don't really need it, so we can use these to break them down. So for the disassembler, we're going to need a couple electronic circuits, 10 cables, robot arms, all that. And let me put up some of these metals that we've amassed from all these quest rewards. So, okay. And we'll need, let's go ahead and grab a couple of those and a bit of these electronic circuits. And that should be everything that we need for the disassembler. And then for the arc furnace, we're going to need, a graphite cell. Let's see, how do we make that? In the canning machine, graphite dust in an empty cell. Graphite dust is macerate graphite bars. So is it just cooked coal? No, we need a graphite block with a cutting saw. What the hell? Okay, let's see. Graphite dust. There's got to be a way in here to get this. Pulverize. Diamond ore. Centrifuge diamond. Oh, man. Crushed diamond ore. Diamond ore. Well, I tell you what. I don't think... Purified pile of diamond dust. And that'll get us a tiny pile of graphite. Graphite, diamond. Yeah, I kind of don't think... I don't believe I've found any graphite. I don't even know that it comes in an ore. Seems like it's going to be really expensive to get graphite. Yeah, I have 1 diamond. That's great. Yeah, that's not... We're not going to get the arc furnace. We're not going to get it right now. I'll look between this episode and next, maybe see if there's another way to craft it. But we'll go ahead. We got the disassembler, which, let's see. Yeah, it's used to take apart your already built machines. So what we can do is this basic machine that we got, which eventually, you know, we'll upgrade from the basics and we'll be able to break down all of our machines as we go. But we'll go ahead and throw that in there, and it'll take a little while to finish this. So we'll just kind of give it some time. And let's see, what do we want to grab? Let's actually go ahead and get the distillery so that we can you know, start distilling some of these liquids and whatnot. Okay, and it takes integrated circuits. Okay. So to make this... Oh, you know what? I don't believe I have blaze rods. Nope. Actually, I might cut camera and go gather some things. There's also this chemical reactor. Okay, we can actually make this one. So let's go ahead and knock through this quest. What do I need for this? Electric motors and 10 rotors. Okay. By the way, I noticed that when I crafted like electric pumps and stuff in here, they don't stack with previously made like handcrafted electric pumps. I don't really know why that is. So, I'm not entirely sure on that. And then, let's grab... Okay, I think we've got everything, actually. So... Go ahead and get this chemical reactor. And with this, we'll be able to, let's see, molten rubber. Forming a newly created chemical reactor by mixing 9 rubber dust and 1 sulfur, you can create quite a bit of molten rubber, 9 rubber. Much more effective than using the alloy smelter, which is 3 rubber dust and 1 sulfur to produce only 1 rubber. That's actually going to be really, really nice for us. We have to put it in either a fluid solidifier or an assembling machine to make, for example, copper cables. Oh, wow. So what we might do is... Let's set this up right here. Actually, having a better way to get rubber is going to be really, really nice. We haven't been using a ton of rubber because the tin, you know, doesn't require the rubber. But I have a feeling here fairly soon we're going to be using a lot of rubber. So, and we'll set that to pull in from here. And let's actually grab ourselves just a bit of this, bit of that, and make quite a bit of rubber. I'm assuming that it can go into this fluid tank. I'm hoping so. Let's see, that's still going. That does take quite a while to process through all that. So, yeah, we'll have to turn that in, I'm assuming, with the quest box. And we can also start making these crates. Oh, it can be used to insulate your low voltage wires without the need of string. Yeah, we definitely want this. So, We'll need conveyor module, electronic circuits, some chests, all fairly easy stuff. Yeah. So it does hold the rubber in this fluid tank. That's actually extremely nice. So we'll be able to move it between, you know, if we're wanting to make the plates or we want to do wires, that kind of thing. We can just move it between the different machines and stuff. So, and let's see, this and this. No, I don't want both of those. And a couple electronic circuits. I've already got those. I think we've got everything except for the chests, which aren't an issue in the least. I've got a ton of this Coco Bolo. Okay. Oh, I didn't think about sawing. It really doesn't matter. I've got a ton of that. So, let's go ahead and get our packager. Because, like, I'm trying to find ways to cut down on the amount of resources that we're using. As it stands right now, we're actually not having to use a ton of resources to, you know, craft different things. But the more that we can reduce it by, the better. So, you know what I didn't get? Machine haul. That is why I couldn't shift click it. Always forget something. Alright, so let's set this packager up. And we should be able to get our... where's the black carpet? So I might not even use this recipe anymore, actually. We'll try it with like 4 of these or something. Let's see how this works. So if we throw that in there, oh wow, that's going to be nice. Because string is kind of a pain. I mean, it's not hard to get. We got sheep and a macerator, but honestly, it's just kind of a pain having to do that. So that's going to help us out quite a bit, as well as this chemical reactor is going to help us out a ton on rubber. So, and then they just want us to make one of these empty crates. We'll just need to make some screws, a screwdriver, and then some planks to get that. And we'll be able to, you know, if we want to, we can package up materials to cut down the amount of space that we're having to use for things. But I don't know that we'll do it too much, really. Wrought iron or steel. Okay, I'll use steel, that's fine. Alright. So get that. And you know what? We need the... Was it the... these? Been a little while since I've made... well, actually it hasn't really been that long. I made some shortly before the episode, but for some reason I'm having a mind blank here. Oh, that's right, it was the saw. Which... Did I break mine? Oh, you know what, I bet we can use it. Maybe... Can this cut it? Because I remember it saying it couldn't really cut a whole lot of metals, so I'm not entirely sure. Like we'd have to upgrade it. Oh wow. Okay, that's definitely the way that we're going to make bolts from now on. That's so nice. I didn't realize that this would make 4 at once. Okay. So let's take that. We'll get these put together. Oh wow, I'm finding out all kinds of stuff today. Get that. And then our, whoops, our screws on the edges here. And then with the screwdriver in the middle. Yep. And that will get us that. Oh, buffing, low voltage chest buffer. Logistical storage instead of processing setups. It can hold as many items as vanilla chest, 27 stacks. Also has an automated output to the side. Must be provided with a small amount of energy to function. By using a screwdriver on its output side, the chest buffer can be programmed to output only stacks of certain size. Okay. Let's see. To make this, we're just going to need a conveyor module, machine hull chest. Nothing too crazy. Let's see. I'll be efficient on wood. Okay, let's get conveyor module, LV machine hull. And that should be everything, right? Whoops. Okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't grab that. Okay. So now we should be good to go. This, and that. And honestly, for our stuff right now, I don't know of a use immediately that comes to mind. Because it does require power and everything, and I don't want to just stick it out in the middle. I actually need to build out more area for machines already. Alright, so we'll get our material bag. At this point, we're just kind of working through some of these quests, getting some nice machines and stuff in the process. Tin and nickel. We'll throw that into here. These never stack when you finish the quest. Okay. And that ends that quest line. Let's see about the basic scanner. Oh, yeah, we're maybe not going to be making that right this second. We're going to need a good electronic circuit, a couple NAND chips with molten lead, or soldering alloy, or tin. Okay. Oh, but we can use it to scan seed bags or bees. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to make this, because then we can actually, I feel like then we can efficiently get into the oh, we need that quartzite, which I was looking at that earlier because there was another thing that, oh, the router range, I believe, that we needed that for, and I honestly haven't found any quartzite that I know of. There's rock salt, but let's see, quartzite. It's going to be around Certus quartz. Never found any Certus quartz. And I do believe, yeah, I was looking to see if it'd be around nether quartz, but it's not. So, might have to wait on that one. There's graphite around diamonds, but that's another thing I've never found. Let's see, is quartzite listed? No. Okay. Well, I definitely want to get that. Next episode, I'm going to do my best to find some quartzite, because I'd also like to get this emitter, because basically it does microwaves in order to cook food. So it's basically like a microwave system, which would be kind of nice. And then that scanning, I really want that scanning, like really bad. So let's see about these fluid detectors. So how do we get this molten lead? The fluid extractor. Okay. That shouldn't be an issue. We should probably go ahead and get some of that made up. So let's get, we'll do like 5 ingots. Maybe not. Maybe we can't use oh, you know what, honestly, the tin, whoops, not soldering alloy, we might not be able to do lead yet. You have to have a 600,000 temperature. What about tin? Okay, tin is a little bit lower. Um, let's see. I'm assuming that we can just do 10 bars, I would think. Let's see. But maybe it's higher temperature. Maybe we should use plates or something. I notice there's a bit of temperature variation as we look through this. Oh, where's the 10? Okay. Yeah, so it only needs 31 EU a tick for that. 1 second. Let's try that, actually. Because it seemed like all of them you could use tin or the soldering alloy or lead, so yeah, there we go. So now we're generating man, I should put it in the fluid canner. That's not where I want it. Okay, let me see here. Can I maybe output this to here? No. Okay, can I can it somehow? No. So that was a waste, I guess. That's fine. We got a bunch of tin. Forgot those two were linked up like that. Tell you what. Okay, let me cut camera actually, because I know this episode's running a little bit long. Aluminum plate, weighted pressure plate. Yeah, we shouldn't have any problem with all this stuff. Let me cut camera for a second. I'm gonna get some of this stuff together, and then I'll be back in just a second. Okay, welcome back. So I got most of the stuff going, and then I realized that both of these, they need these aluminum plates, which I didn't think nothing of it because we have aluminum that I processed back there. But if I take this aluminum and I throw it in the furnace, it doesn't cook. And then I noticed, like, it said we can make it in the blast furnace. However, we actually need an upgraded blast furnace to do anything with that. So, and then I looked at, making the molten aluminum with the fluid solidifier. However, you can't make the molten aluminum from the liquid. So you need, like, the ingots and stuff. So I'm not entirely sure how to, go about that. Got an extruder here, hammer. So I don't really know. I mean, there's like smelting. You can smelt all these random things, but no dust or anything. And then the arc furnace, there's really nothing. It's all just breaking machines down and stuff that take aluminum. Once again, arc furnace, fluid solidifier. It's breaking down like shovels and stuff, ingots, but not the dust. The fluid extractor, it's not in here either. This is all mainly machines, once again. Unpackager. See, there's this blast furnace where we can put aluminum dust in and get ingots. But we're going to need the electric blast furnace in order to do that. So I do believe we're going to have to, I don't know, somehow get into that. So I don't believe these are actually doable at the moment for us. So let's go ahead, just to finish up this quest, let's make the recycler. Because I know that's stuff that we've got on hand and won't be too much of an issue. And then I'm going to try my best between this episode and next to find some quartzite and stuff, because I think getting that scanner is going to be a ton of help for us. Because the bealyzer and stuff, or the crop analyzer, is just super kind of a pain. Oh, what did I just do? Okay, kind of a pain at this point, just because we have to keep filling it with batteries and everything. But once we get that scanner, it won't be too bad at all. So let's see. So we'll get this recycler and get that made. And that's how we're going to get scrap, just like the recycler with IC2 to make our scrap boxes. So we're going to have to make one of these. We can get random material and everything from that. So let's go ahead, like out of machine area again. We'll just set it up right here. I know there's a pipe down below that. And I wonder, I'm betting that cobblestone is probably disabled for making scrap in this, but we'll take a look. Well, it's processing it. We'll let a little bit of this run and just see if, you know, we actually get any scrap boxes from this. And if not, we'll find something, you know, decently cheap to maybe get scrap from. So I'll go ahead and I'll cut camera for a second while I wait for this to process. Okay, welcome back. I ran almost that entire stack of cobblestone, got nothing from that. Wheat, a stack of wheat, I got 7 of these, and then when I went to run, I ran I think 4 potatoes, and in that time I got 2. But I do believe it's just a chance, you know. I imagine it's probably better, the better material that you put in, but potatoes and wheat do seem to be alright sources for gaining scrap. So we've got our 9 pieces here, so we'll go ahead and make our scrap box. And that'll finish out that quest. We'll get our material bag. And let's see. Should we... Yeah, we'll probably just open it. What's this? Okay, UU amplifier. Alright, so we'll open it up and see what we got. We got 1 piece of scrap. Alrighty. And our material bag, we got iron and nickel. So that works. By the way, I was looking around at the blast furnace stuff. It does appear that we're going to need to make this electric blast proof, or blast furnace. We're going to need heating coils and all kinds of stuff. I know the block here is not too bad. We'll have to get a bit of Invar, which is just you know, like any other package, just let's see, alloy smelter, it's iron and nickel. Well, no. Oh, this Invar. Just one nickel and 2 iron, just like any other pack will get us 3 of the Invar. However, let's see, we're gonna need like a muffler hatch, all these different hatches and stuff. So let's take a look at those really quick. I might see about getting this stuff together for next episode if it's doable. I'll have to look and see because I believe this is what we're going to need to make the titanium. It also seems like this is going to be the only way for us to get aluminum. Yeah. 16 heating coils. Heating coil. Is it these? Weighted pressure plates? Maybe? Let's see. Yeah, I guess it's... But these, I don't know, I don't think these are a block though. I don't know. I'll have to do some research and maybe if that's doable for us at this point. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I'll take a look and see if I can figure it out. And then we might get that. I will try to get the quartzite because like this we're not going to be able to do because it takes the aluminum. This we're going to need quartzite. This we're just kind of waiting on that at this point. The scanner, we're going to need quartzite. This one, I've got to get some blaze rods. That's fine. That's not too bad. The arc furnace, we're going to have graphite So I'll figure out how to get that. And yeah, and then these batteries, I need to try to find some more ores. You know, I did all that mining between this episode and the last one, but didn't come across like graphite or diamond or anything like that. So, and then the batteries, you know, we're just, of course, need more mining for that as well. So I'll see if I can figure out about that blast furnace and get that quartzite. So I mainly just have to look for Certus quartz, so I will do my best. But yeah, so sorry we didn't get more done this episode. Next episode, yeah, we'll try to get that squared away a little bit more. Yeah. Let me take a look at something really quick. I might 3888. Let's see. Yeah, we got this. So let's go ahead and turn this quest in as well, actually. Okay. And we'll select task and get this molten rubber turned in. Set that. Okay. And we'll try to watch it. Probably start breaking it right now. Yeah. Okay. And that'll get that quest done for us. So, I imagine maybe we're supposed to be following this quest line, perhaps. We got tin and copper. So now they want us to make NAND chips with our assembler fluid extractor combo. 8 refined iron item casings and 16 red alloy wires, and the assembler melt 2 tin ingots. Oh wow, that makes a lot of NAND chips. Okay. Well anyway, next episode we'll cover more of that. I imagine maybe this leads into the blast furnace perhaps, because a lot of this stuff it doesn't feel like we can make just yet. So I'm assuming if we keep following this it'll lead into the blast furnace. But I do think we're maybe kind of getting close-ish to the end of the Age of Steel. Mainly just a lot of cleanup stuff through here. So, but anyway, I do believe I'm going to end the episode out there. Like I said, next episode we might do the blast furnace. I'll have to look to see if that's even doable at this point. I'll farm up some more clay because it's going to take a lot, it looks like, to make this. And you guys know how to run the mixer, so I'll probably go ahead and just maybe prep this, or at least get started prepping, because we are going to need a bunch of those. So maybe get our coke oven next episode, and I'll do a bit more mining and see if I can get some quartzite so that we can get this router range quest and the scanning. That's a big one that I really want to knock out. Definitely next episode. This and maybe some of this. We'll see. But anyway, I'm going to end that episode out there. If you enjoyed it, as always, please comment, like, subscribe, share it with your friends. I feel like we're just about to make the push into the next stage and get a bit better machines and stuff. So, kind of excited for that. And I will fairly soon. I'll actually probably start maybe planning out the factory design that we're going to use. I know we've still got a whole lot of cleanup. Floors, ceilings, and this housing area's still got a lot of work to do, a lot. But I'll start maybe trying to, maybe plan out the factory out a little bit so we have a place to go whenever we start maybe automating stuff, like for example our stone and whatnot. And I'll start trying to hopefully landscape out this mesa a little bit fairly soon as well, because right now we're pretty much confined into our house. I do want to start working out a little bit and whatnot. So yeah, And I'm also going to be building like a custom village for all of our villagers and stuff to live, because I don't like the standard vanilla villages at all. So we'll try to keep it with the theme of the build so far and everything. So, but anyway, until next episode, though, do take care. And once again, I apologize we didn't get a super amount done. Actually, we knocked out quite a few quests, so I guess it's not too bad. But yeah, and until next episode, take care once again, and I'll see you next episode.